college, I did summer stock for 2 summers, and the second year I did it, nearly everybody else in the intern company had just graduated from college and was moving to New York City, but I was going back to Missouri to begin my junior year, which I was just not having. So I made this. Thanks, so I made this rash decision, and I called the university, and I unenrolled myself, and I froze my scholarships, and I found a place to live in New York City, and then I called my parents and told them of my plan, which was really just a courtesy call at that point, because that should have been left Harvard. But I can see why they were concerned, because I was 20 years old, and I had $700 from my summer stock savings in my bank account, which had to last me for 4 months. And I know. And I mean, you guys know, like, you can take a taxi from JFK to your apartment and go out and have a glass of wine. Go on. So I made this really wise financial decision on my first day of being a New Yorker that I was going to spend $100 of my life savings on a ticket to a Broadway show, and that Broadway show was Thoroughly Modern Millie, which I really loved. It's a great show. I guess I just, I obviously identified with this character moving from a small town in New York City, trying to find a place in a big city, and I loved it. I loved the songs. I wanted to go back and see it over and over and over, but I wanted to eat. So I kind of shelved that idea. However, after hanging out with some of my other poor actor friends, I found out that you can sneak into Broadway shows, something that we called second acting. Now, let me preface this by saying that what I'm about to tell you is completely illegal, and I do not condone this at all. But with that being said, when I was 20 years old, I did it basically every single night. And I was always so terrified that I was gonna get caught, and go to jail for sneaking into Cats or something. But it was actually pretty easy to do. What you would do was people would come out of the theater at intermission, and you would be kind of hanging around the theater, and then you just kind of nose your way into the group of people, and then when the ushers called everybody to go back in for Act 2, you just walk back in with them. And of course, I had this technique where I'd chat it up with some woman there and be like, "Oh, wasn't Act 1 amazing? Oh, it was great, wasn't it?" And an understudy, I can only imagine how good the real person was. And then the second you get inside, you bolt for an empty seat at the back of the house, and you hold your breath until the lights go out. And then they do, and you're fine, and you take a breath, and you watch Act 2. And turn second acting. Good. We have a fan of it. So, listen, I'm with you. I did it a lot, but I did it the most at Thoroughly Modern Millie. I've been stuck in that show umpteen times. It was a lot. So I went back to school and finished, and a couple years later I was back in the city, and there was an open call for the Chicago premiere of Thoroughly Modern Millie, and so I auditioned, and I was cast in the ensemble understudying Jimmy Smith, which is this really great role. It has this awesome song that I really liked. And so I was so excited because I loved the show so much, and we were slated to do 100 performances in Chicago. And the guy that played Jimmy, he never had car trouble, he never got sick, he never missed a single show. And so I never got to go on and sing that song, and I only saw it on Broadway once because it was in the first act. So tonight's my chance. All the places I would like to show you, although I hardly know you. I have a funny feeling we'd make a perfect pair. Famous sights I want to see you see. The night of you and me, you, we. Wait a minute. Just a minute. No. I'm a Joe that just wanted Keep temptation out of easy reach. Stick to dogs who wash their hair and bleach. Hey, I'm happy, come and go the way I choose. Never gonna sing the drag down blues. Other guys would kill to fill my shoes. No wing clipped, snappy, got it good. The one I need with love. That was near miss. Talk about a close shave. Fear of a disaster. There must be someone up there watching over me. Talk about a four-leaf clover me. Peter Rabbit's fishing for sweet things I roll without a tootsie. Got it good. What do I need with love? I got it good. What do I need with love? Skip the vows and all that rot. Tell the minister that I do not. Bright and breezy as the birds and bees. Free and easy as the life I got. Without